welcome. Great to have you tuning in as always. Glad to have you joining today. And let's start to settle in. When you're ready, you just lie back, close your eyes, and you breathe. And as we begin this process of settling in, this process of starting the practice, we're consciously using stillness. Using it as a tool to help us settle, to help us be present. Remember to be patient with this process. Unlike so many other things that we do in our lives, the faster we get there doesn't mean the better. Use the time. That slow process of slowing down, of settling in. It's not a matter of just getting it done so you can check it off to move on to the next thing. So if you've noticed you've settled in, and then a breath or two later the mind, the body has moved on, you simply come back, starting the process over again, settling in. Learning how to sustain Learning how to be present to this state of mind, to sustaining that stillness, that sense of surrender. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight as you gently rock from side to side. And then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice and smooth. The next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a breath. Then on your next inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. You close your eyes if they've opened. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor and inhale, right foot reaches back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of a push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press back down dog. You settle in. Any movement you like. You start to feel that sense of grounding. That firm control of the body, pushing down through the palms, heavy through the heels, countered by that lift of the hips. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, full extension, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back, opening the hips. Right leg back plank. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward, broadening. And exhale, back down, dog. Nice and smooth. No rush. Not trying to speed through it, not trying to quickly move from point to point. Instead, taking the time. Each round, each step, feeling the body move, feeling it open up. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot long over those legs. And inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back, left leg back, and exhale. Inhale, forward, and exhale, back. Just let the head hang. The eyes are closed. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. Inhale left. Right. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale right. Left. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale left. Right. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale and exhale. You relax the arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Nice and steady. Nice and grounded on your feet. Then with the big toes close to the heels, slightly apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms. Chair. The weight favors the heels. Remember, you're trying to sit back into it. The tailbone draws down. Those hips are low. And instead of leaning forward with the body, with the torso, your weight is behind you a bit. Those toes are relatively light on the floor here. And on exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. You bow the head, close the eyes. Now let the weight start to drift forward towards those toes, so that your feet feel balanced on the floor. From the ball of the foot all the way back to the heel. The tailbone's actively tilting towards the ceiling, and you get that full line of your legs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. You're going to keep that left hand on the floor as the right arm reaches up. A nice low lunge twist. The shoulders stacking, the collarbones broad. And your legs are strong and stable. Right foot pushing down, left heel pressing back. You feel balanced, level through your hips. That way on your next inhale, that right arm that's reaching up just guides you up as you rise into your high lunge twist. Keeping the torso oriented to the side edge of your mat. Once you're on top, and try and lift all the way up rather than having a slight lean forward. You want to feel as if the crown of your head is right over your tailbone. Then you see if you can't tighten up that twist a little more. Reaching that left arm a little further forward, that right arm sweeps a little further back. Then inhale, back to center high lunge. The hips and chest are squared to the top edge of the mat. The arms reach straight up. And you settle into those legs a bit more here. That right thigh reaching forward, that left actively pulling back. The tailbone draws down, scooping in the low abdomen, lengthening the low back, and letting that tension build to the front of that left thigh. And then on exhale, hands to the floor inside that right foot for an active lizard. So the left knee stays up. The right foot can walk off to the edge of the mat a touch so you have a little more room to sink into it. And as you're ready, you start to bow towards the floor. Trying to get one forearm, maybe two to touch down. The head bows, the eyes are soft. That left leg is active. The left heel pressing back, the left thigh lifting as high up away from the mat as you can get it, while the torso sinks down towards the floor. And inhale as you rise up to straight arms. You plant the palms and you sweep that right leg back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, level lunge. That right hand stays down as that left arm reaches up. And you work that twist. The shoulders stacking, the collarbone broad. Then once again, when you feel set in those legs, that left arm will guide you as you rise up. High lunge twist. You lift the torso all the way up. Then you see if you can't tighten that twist. And on inhale, back to center, high lunge. Nice full breaths here. With the arms lifting up, it feels like you're grabbing your ribcage with your armpits. Picking your torso up off your waistline, allowing for that nice open breath into the torso. While you get that long line from the back of that left knee to the front of the right. And on exhale, hands to the floor inside that left foot, lizard. The left foot can walk up. And again, you just simply surrender to gravity. Let the torso feel heavy. Let those elbows bend as the torso sinks lower. But that right leg is strong and active. Inhale, rising up. That left leg sweeps back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the right foot forward, warrior two. That left heel spins in as the torso sweeps up. The front knee's bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. Take a moment to notice here too, if you're leaning forward slightly, and if so, you try and level those hips. Trying to drop down into that inner left thigh, that your hips level off. Then your spine is able to sit nice and vertical, rather than feeling that kind of leaning forward and back. That just sits you nice and even behind that right thigh, giving you that broadening across the lap. Then straightening out the right leg, you reach forward, triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. And you expand outward, hand to hand, crown ahead, away from tailbone. Opening up of the body. Nice smooth transition here back to warrior two. That front knee bends as the torso lifts. You settle behind that right thigh, and then when you're ready, reaching forward, side angle. Elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. That top arm goes nice and long to start. As you roll back, trying to turn the center of your chest towards the ceiling as much as you can. If you want to wrap that top arm for your bind, feel free. Catching the inner thigh or catching hands. But you're rolling open. You're breathing into the upper chest. Nice and smooth, hands to the floor as you find your way to down dog. You take the direct route or the scenic route. But you're smooth with that breath. You're slow getting from point A to B. No need to rush it. Exhale, left foot forward, warrior two. And again, you take the time to feel your hips. That broadening out, that leveling out front to back. Inhale, the left leg straightens out. You reach forward, triangle pose. Be smooth with that bottom hand, that left hand here. There's a tendency where we try and reach down, trying to push into it to bear weight. But one of the reasons why you want to try and be as light as you can with that bottom arm, because if you start to push into it, that's going to anchor you there. So if you hold the pose for a couple more breaths and the body opens up, all of a sudden you can't move that hand because it's bearing all that weight. So if you're light with it, as you open up, that hand's free to just slide down that leg, taking you deeper. Giving the body a chance to open up, to progress through the pose. Inhale, warrior two. Take a moment, set it. And reaching forward, side angle, elbow to thigh, hand to the floor. Top arm is long to begin with. If you want to work the bind, feel free. Half bind, grabbing the inner thigh, full bind, catching hands. But again, more important than holding your own hand is where the center of your chest, your sternum, your heart is pointing. Rather than having it pointing down, even kind of straight out, you're trying to roll it open. Starts to feel like a twist as you go deeper here. Starting to get your sternum to point up towards the top edge of the sidewall, or better yet, pointing towards the ceiling. And on exhale, hands to the floor, and you find your route back. Inhale, the right leg lifts, and exhale, you step the foot forward, high lunge. Once you've balanced your weight foot to foot, palms together, thumbs to your heart, and you twist over to the right. Revolve side angle. You can broaden, you can bind. Roll that top side back. Breathe into the upper chest. Inhale, high lunge. We're making our way to revolved half moon from here. So right hand starts at the right hip. The left hand will guide you forward. The left fingertips touch down as that left leg lifts up behind you. And you start here, trying to feel a nice level line from the crown of the head to that left heel, parallel to the floor. And as you find that, you start letting that left side roll down towards the floor. As that right arm reaches up behind, or reaches up. You're twisting towards that inner right thigh. You're long from the left heel to the crown of head. And remember, unlike in regular half moon, where I encourage you to try and take weight out of this bottom hand, here, as you twist more, you can kind of push into that left hand on the floor. And you'll find that that helps you get a little deeper of a twist, which in this case, I think is a good thing because it helps you get that nice stretch through that lateral line of the right thigh. And bringing that right hand to the floor as that left foot floats forward next to the right, folding over your legs. Then drifting your weight forward so the heels peel, you slide your hips down imaginary wall. Come to balance on the balls of your feet. The torso lifts, palms are together at your heart. If this bothers your knees or your ankles, you can always sit yourself down. And whether you're balancing on the balls of the feet or you're sitting on your next exhale, you twist to the right. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. You can broaden, you can bind as you like. And back to center. You're going to find your way to down dog. You can cross those ankles if you're sitting down, rolling forward. You can plant the hands and step back. If you want to take a breath for crow pose, feel free. Palms flat, fingers spread wide. Knees on the triceps as you lean your weight into it. Then you float or step those legs back. Down dog or vinyasa. And inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Set your stance, and palms together, thumbs to your heart. You twist to the left. Revolve side angle. Using that right elbow, right tricep outside that left thigh as leverage to help pull that bottom side under so that that top side can roll back. You work your arms however you like. And that inhale brings you back to center high lunge. You take a moment to orient yourself. Then left hand to left hip. Right hand guides you forward for revolved half moon. Right fingers touch down. Right leg lifts up. Then you start rolling that right side down. Reaching that left arm up. Nice full breaths. Nice steady stance with that left foot, right hand. And the left hand comes down as that right foot floats forward, and you fold over your legs. And letting the weight drift forward, the heels peel. You sink the hips. You breathe. Hands to your heart. Standing upright, balancing on the balls of the feet or sitting yourself back. You then twist to left. Right elbow outside that left thigh once again. Pulling the torso across into that twist. Then back to center. And once again, you choose your route to get to down dog. Nice and smooth. Let the breath guide you along. And exhale the right foot forward, low lunge. We're going into pyramid pose from here. So that left heel spins in. That right leg straightens out. The hands can stay on the floor. Maybe they need to slide up to the foot or the shin as that leg straightens out. But wherever the hands land, just let them go along for the ride as you fold forward over that right leg. The feet are strong, pushing down and out in opposite directions. Your hips feel stable here, but your torso is able to fold long over that right leg. The eyes soften, the head hangs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to your hips. And inhale the rest of the way. Keep those feet set. Your hips square as we work our way into revolved triangle. Right hand stays at the right hip. Left arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway and you rotate. Left hand lands down. Right arm reaches up. And just like in our other triangle, again, be light with that left hand. That way, as you settle in and the body twists more and lengthens out, instead of that left hand being anchored into place, it's able to move. It eventually slides down to the foot, and then it slides out to the floor outside that foot, giving you room to open up into the pose. Good. On exhale, that right hand comes down as that left foot steps forward once again. And this time on an inhale, you rise all the way back up. Arms overhead, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, you close your eyes. Tadasana. And palms together at your heart, a gesture of balancing the body and mind as we make our way into extended hand to toe pose. Left hands at the left hip. Right arm straight out in front. You isolate those right hip flexors as you lift that right leg up as high as you can at first. When it won't go any higher, then you reach out and either grab that big toe or you let the knee bend as you grab the thigh. And you start there. As you feel steady, then you start thinking about working through your progressions. You may be working on trying to catch hold of that big toe. You may be working on trying to straighten that leg out. Or you start working on standing the torso tall and lifting that foot up towards the ceiling. And from here, we're turning this into the twist. So if you have that leg straight, that left hand is grabbing the outer edge of that right foot. If that right knee is bent or you just want to bend it now, that left hand is grabbing the outer knee of that right thigh. And that right arm then reaches back. And balancing on one foot. As you twist here, you might notice your whole torso, your hips, your thigh all start to want to twist with you. So you have to consciously keep from your waistline down, square to the top edge of the mat, holding it steady and just twisting the torso. And nice and smooth back to center. Hands to your heart as you place that right foot on the floor. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward. The right heel spins in, and that left leg straightens out. Pyramid pose. The hands are wherever they need to be. But remember, you want that left knee straight and both feet firm and strong, pushing down. As if you're trying to stretch your mat out forward and back. Then inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to your hips. And inhale the rest of the way up. The left hand stays where it is. Right arm reaches up. And on exhale, you fold forward about halfway. and you rotate. Revolve triangle. Right hand lands down, the shin, the foot, or the floor. Left arm reaches up. And maybe that right hand slides deeper as you work a deeper rotation of the torso. And exhale that left hand down as the right foot steps forward. You fold over your legs. Then inhale, you rise all the way back up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Palms together. That gesture balancing the body and mind. And the weight shifts to the right. Right hands at the hip. Left arms out in front. And you lift that left leg up as high as you can. Then you catch hold. The big toe or the thigh. And again, you work your progressions. Reaching for the toe. Straightening the leg. Maybe trying to stand tall and lift that foot up. Remember, if you're grabbing that big toe, whether that knee is straight or not, you want your thumb on top of the big toe. The arm extends, your thumb is pointing up, rather than having your thumb point down. Because you can see when my thumb points down, my shoulder rolls in and my upper chest tends to collapse here. So keeping that thumb up lets you open up your upper chest. Lets you eventually stand tall, collarbone broad, sternum lifted. And again, keeping that leg straight. Right hand to the outer edge of that left foot. Or bending the knee and hand outside the knee. You start to twist to the left. Then back to center. And you place that left foot on the floor. Tadasana. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Low lunge. Then lowering that left knee to the ground, uncurl those toes. You're going to shift your hips back. And you're either going to sit to the inside of that left foot. If it bothers your knee or your ankle, you just sit to the side of that left foot. And you bring it out front. So you either have that left foot to your inner right thigh for Janu Shirshasana A, or that left foot outside your left hip, thighs parallel, the 3 face forward fold. And no matter what you do with the legs, we all take the arms up and exhale, you fold forward over that right leg. Then inhale as you reach out, you rise up, you relax your arms. From here we're going into heron pose, and so we got 2 options for the legs here as well. That left foot can stay exactly where it is outside that left hip, or if that left foot is out in front, you just draw it over underneath that right thigh so you're just comfortable where you're sitting. And we're all going to interlace the fingers behind that right thigh. You sit tall, and you straighten that right leg out. As you feel comfortable there, you start walking those hands towards the heel. And then you start pulling that leg in towards the body, keeping the torso tall, the elbows bending off to the sides. Good. Exhale, you put that right foot down. And we're taking a twist. Two options here as well. So if that left foot is out in front of you, you're going to take that left foot and just draw it outside that right hip now as that right foot steps over top. Half spinal twist. If that left foot is still outside that left hip, you leave it exactly where it is. That right knee drops off to the side, and that right foot goes either to the inside of that left foot or on top of that left foot in half lotus, setting you up for sage twist. Now, no matter what you did with the legs, we all do the same thing with the arm. That right hand's on the floor behind us. That left arm reaches up. If your right knee is on the floor, the left hand is going to that knee. If your right knee is pointed up towards the ceiling, that left elbow is on the knee. And we all twist to the right. Remember, if you have that foot in half lotus, you can take that right arm all the way around your back, catching hold of the big toe. It can seem like a lot of moving parts here, and sometimes it gets a bit confusing. If you're kind of lost with what you're doing, at the end of the day, all we're really trying to do is twist to the right. So if the legs are a little tangled up, forget about them for the next couple of breaths. And you just think about looking over that right shoulder, twisting. And back to center from wherever you are. You unravel those legs as much as you need to roll forward. Plant the hands and step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then the left leg lifts. And on exhale, you step the foot forward. The right knee lowers. The right toes uncurl. And you shift your hips back, setting up for a forward fold. So either sitting to the inside of that right foot, thighs parallel, or bring that right foot out in front, Janu Shirshasana A. Either option is fine, because all we're doing then is reaching the arms up and folding forward over that left leg. On inhale, you reach out as you rise up. You relax your arms. You either keep that right heel outside the right hip, or you just draw that right foot across, setting up for heron. And we all bend that left knee. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh. You sit tall as you straighten that leg out. Then you start thinking about walking your hands towards the heel. And then maybe start thinking about adding more tension by bending those elbows and pulling that leg in towards you. Then exhale, we all put the left foot down and we choose which twist we want to take. So if that right foot is out in front, you draw that right foot outside that left hip, and then that left foot steps over top the right thigh for half spinal twist. If that right heel is outside the right hip, you then put that left foot inside that right thigh or on top of it in half lotus. And no matter what you did with your legs, we all put that left hand on the floor behind us. The right arm reaches up, and you twist to left. Either hooking that right elbow outside that left knee if the knee is pointed to the ceiling, or hand on that knee if the knee is on the floor. And if you want to add that bind and the foot's in half lotus, that left arm wraps around your back to catch hold of that left big toe. And coming back to center, you untie your legs as you roll forward, down dog or vinyasa. Gentle bend in the knee, you look forward, and on exhale you float or step to sitting at the top of the mat. The hips are down, the legs come through, Paschimottanasana. The arms reach up, and on exhale you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got. Bow your head, close your eyes. You breathe. Then inhale as you reach out, rising up. You sweep the arms around in front, and on exhale you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. Once down, you bend the knees. Feet are flat on the floor, setting up for 3 rounds of back bends. The arms alongside the body for bridge or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you push down to go up. Hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And inhale, pushing down to go up once again. Opening the front line of the body up. Breathing into the belly. Exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you rise up. Going as high as you want. And exhale, relax. When you come down, you draw your knees into your chest. You wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. And the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You hang out there or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Your hips lift. The elbows bend. You catch your hips in your hands. And you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Roll the toes, roll the ankles. Send the legs wide, scissor them apart. Lotus, a twist. And back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. Release the hands, fingers point forward and nice and smooth. You unravel. Taking your time coming down. Lying the body flat. Once down, the arms are alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press down into your hands and elbows with the head and torso. You arc the spine as the crown of the head rolls back. And you relax everything from the waistline down. Letting those legs just lie heavy. That breath deep into the chest. Then exhale, lowering out. Draw the knees into your chest, wrap the arms around your shins. You take the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees, and you release the knees over to left. One final twist. Inhale to center, and exhale to the right. Inhale to center, and on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. And turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. Spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together, heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.